Today, we're diving into two of Google's most powerful AI tools, Gemini and Notebook LM. Now, think of them as a dynamic duo. One is this boundless creative mind, and the other is a super focused, factual expert. They're actually designed to work together, and we're going to show you exactly how to combine them into one incredibly powerful system for your own work. When we're trying to get work done, we face this choice all the time. Do we need an AI that can act like a creative brainstormer, something that can go out and explore the entire internet for brand new ideas? Or do we need a meticulous, factual analyst that can give us totally verifiable answers from our own private documents? It's a really crucial distinction, and knowing the difference is absolutely key. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll meet these two AI titans. Then, we'll take a closer look at Gemini's creative power and what makes Notebook LM such a factual anchor. After that, and this is the exciting part, we'll see how they work together, what they can create, and finally how you can make the right strategic choice for whatever you're working on. All right, let's start with the big picture here. AI has grown up. It's way beyond simple chatbots now. We're in this new era of what some people call agentic systems. These are AIs that don't just answer a single question. They can proactively work on really complex, multi-step tasks. And to do that, they need to perform rigorous analysis, and most importantly, they have to stick to the facts. The two players we're focusing on, Gemini and Notebook LM, are pretty much Google's answer to this new demand. So what's the real difference between them? Well, think of it like this. Gemini is your expansive creator. It's connected to the live internet, totally open world, and it's perfect for brainstorming new content and exploring ideas. Notebook LM, on the other hand, is the factual anchor. It's a secure, closed world that only knows what you feed it, which makes it perfect for analysis and fact-checking your own private data. And look, this isn't just some niche tech hobby. The need for both creative and factual AI is driving huge business decisions. A massive 48% surge in Google's cloud revenue was directly fueled by big companies adopting these kinds of sophisticated models. This isn't a side project, it's fast becoming a core part of the modern business toolkit. Okay, let's meet the first half of our duo, Gemini. This is your creative engine. This is the tool you turn to for those broad, open-ended, exploratory tasks. It's built from the ground up to just unleash boundless ideas. So let's pop the hood on Gemini 3.1 Pro. First off, it has a massive context window. You can think of that like its short-term memory, and it can process the equivalent of a 1,500-page book all at once. It's also fully multimodal, which is a fancy way of saying it understands not just text, but also images, audio, and computer code. That combination is what lets it perform deep reasoning and act as a complete creative suite. And this next part is a real game changer. Gemini has a deep think mode. It doesn't just spit out the first answer it comes up with. Instead, it actually pauses, it evaluates multiple different ideas, it tests its own internal logic, and it structures these layered deductions before giving you a final output. It's a huge shift from a reactive machine to an active evaluation engine, and it's especially powerful for complex problems in math or engineering. And its creative power goes way, way beyond just text. With its integrated models, Gemini can compose original, high-fidelity music from nothing more than a simple sentence you type in. It's not just an analyst, it's a full-blown creative partner. Okay, now let's flip to the other side of the coin. Notebook LM, your factual anchor. So if Gemini is all about boundless creation, Notebook LM is all about grounded, verifiable expertise that's based entirely on your information. So how does Notebook LM stay so darn accurate? Well, it uses this really clever architecture called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG for short. What this does is it forces the AI to base its answers only on the documents you've uploaded. It can't just make things up, which is a big problem in AI called hallucination. This design is the absolute key to its reliability. The process itself is incredibly powerful, but also really simple. First, you just upload your sources. We're talking PDFs, Google Docs, even links to YouTube videos. Then the system builds a private, structured knowledge graph of that material. The best way to think about it is like a private brain that understands how all the ideas in your documents connect to each other. Finally, you can just ask it questions and get answers that come with exact inline citations, pointing you right back to the original source text. And we are talking about some serious scale here. A single premium Notebook LM environment can process up to 150 million words. I mean, that's enough capacity for a huge organization to just ingest their entire libraries of compliance manuals or decades of financial records into one single instantly searchable AI environment. It's wild. So, we've got the boundless creator, Gemini, and we've got the grounded analyst, Notebook LM. But the real magic, the part that's truly incredible, happens when you put them together. Their integration creates a workflow where 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 10. And the bridge between them is this one key feature. You can now attach your entire fact-checked Notebook LM data cluster directly into a standard Gemini chat. This is huge. It lets you combine the strict, grounded knowledge from Notebook LM with the expansive, creative power of Gemini. You're basically giving your creative engine a perfect photographic memory of all your private data. And this synergy opens up powerful new ways to do research. You've got fast research, which gives you those quick hit answers in about 13 seconds. But deep research, that's a completely different beast. It's an autonomous agent that just works for you in the background. It goes out and evaluates over 30 credible sources to build a comprehensive, fully cited briefing document, all while you just continue with your other work. So, what can you actually make with all this power? Well, this whole ecosystem isn't just for research. It's basically an automated studio that can turn your raw data and documents into a whole suite of polished professional assets. Right inside Notebook LM's studio, there's this automated toolkit that lets you transform your sources with a single command. You can instantly create briefing docs, interactive FAQs, study guides, data tables that you can export to Google Sheets, mind maps, and even fully structured slide decks. The visual outputs are powered by a really advanced image model. And what's incredible here is its ability to maintain brand fidelity. You can upload reference images, say, from your company's style guide, and it will generate 4K infographics and slides that are perfectly consistent with your branding. It's amazing. It can even generate videos directly from your notes. You get to choose between a comprehensive explainer format, which is perfect for deep dive training session, or a quick brief format that's ideal for something like an executive summary. It is literally automated video production, all grounded in your specific data. And check this out. This is a truly unique feature. Notebook LM can generate a podcast-style audio deep dive about your documents. And I'm not kidding. It actually uses 2 AI hosts that engage in natural-sounding banter to explain the information. It makes even the densest material really easy to listen to and digest. So, with all of this incredible power at your fingertips, how do you choose? Well, it really just comes down to picking the right tool for the right job. Think of this matrix as your guide. You're going to use Google Gemini for creative generation, for brainstorming, for broad web exploration. It's your go-to partner for innovation. And you'll use Notebook LM when you need deep analysis, factual grounding, and verifiable citations from your own private documents. It's your trusted expert for accuracy. And all of this leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought. With AI now able to act as both your creative partner and your meticulous factual analyst, and with both working together in a single, seamless system, what does this really mean for the future of manual research as we know it?